GearNetwork.com.
This is a Gear Network production.
Listen up, please!
I'm glad you're here.
Mind orgasms and fantasies.
By the way, I want to say something that I absolutely love.
The back of my head may or may not look like a pug.
Somebody's misguided. The younger generation...
If you can wipe your own ass, then the other guy gets shot.
And I don't know that you notice it, but I do.
We found out who we truly are, which is a bunch of assholes.
Most of the time, it's because I'm turned away from you.
Why did you buy the vibrating strap-on pillow?
But there's something that I absolutely love.
Oh, I couldn't be happier.
Now, there was a time when we had to hide and we had to be quiet.
Right now, he's wearing a tinfoil hat.
Have you ever heard the term misguided? I've been misguided.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Matt, you're fired. All right, I think before we start this episode, we have a couple of retractions and changes to make to the last few episodes. So let me get mine out first. Because we're all about journalistic integrity here. And when I say that, I'm obviously don't mean it at all.
Are you going to give an alt
fact? No, there's no alt fact because I think that's stupid. But I do just want to point out that in last episode...
I think we can all agree it was the greatest inauguration ever.
So, in the last episode...
because...
Meynerhd decided that he wanted to discount Sarge's... What the... Really?
Oh, God.
That's Matt's ringtone, everybody, just in case you're all wondering.
Sorry, I got it on sale for 54 cents on Friday. It was a bargain.
So, Meynerhd discounted Sarge's story in the last episode by saying that Nadia was the name of the person or the girl in American Beauty. What Meynerhd meant to say was that was the name of the woman in American Pie, but they were both played by Mina Suvari, so it's okay.
No, it was Tara Reid, and it was called American Beauty because Tara Reid is so beautiful.
Oh God!
Oh, that's a good point. He makes a great point.
Smoker's cough.
And weird boobs.
Oh, she's a 10.
She's like more of a 3.5 now.
I would say she's like a Georgia 10.
I don't know. Have you seen some?
An Alabama
I've seen
10.
some women from Georgia. They're not that bad.
Savannah,
Isn't Tara Reid dead?
Do you want to drop down to an Alaska 10?
I don't know. I've never been. So yeah, we'll say Alaska 10.
South Dakota.
I mean,
all right. So I also have a retraction, unfortunately. In our travel episode,
episode 33, right?
In episode 34, wasn't it?
I don't know. Yes, 34.
Yeah, the travel episode. I had mentioned that Todd, at the end of the evening, was making out with the girl who had just given him a blowy. That was incorrect. They were just very, very close together. My mistake.
Now,
very juicy.
That is a great retraction, I guess.
I also have a retraction.
He insisted.
An announcement to make.
Matt's erection has gone inside his belly.
Yes.
That's a belly button.
It is the ultimate retraction.
Just
the ultimate birth.
It's just your belly button.
Gonna need it these days. I am not Matt Paul. This was a character I played for the past 34 episodes. My real name is Victor Meldrew. And so you're going to be hearing me, Victor, for the next, I don't know how many episodes. So I apologize if you've been offended by some of the things I've said. I apologize if you've been bored. And I apologize if you laugh because I'm kind of a serious person. So let's get this.
Is this like that time where they found out that Principal Skinner was really Armin Tanzarian?
I'm not as fascinating.
And then Mad Men made that premise into a show.
Oh boy, this went sideways quick. So
there we are, 5 minutes deep.
Let's recap. Maynard thinks Mira Sorvini,
Savari.
yeah, that's the one.
Mina
That's the
Savari.
one. In that movie, American Beauty, her name's Nadia. It's not. But Mina Savari is in American Pie. We've discussed this.
Her stage name is Tara Reid.
Right. Yep. Sarge did, in fact, have to do a retraction about Todd's story because he was a little embarrassed at the end, I think. And then Matt is really still Matt. I'm not quite sure where the Victor thing came from, but he's also the fool for this episode, so I'm not sure why he was being the asshole there.
I'm playing character. I'm the fool, so I had to tell you a foolish story.
That's
foolish retraction.
Got it. Okay. So
Hey, we can all make disappointing mistakes. We all just don't name them after a plane. It was more subtle. It should be acceptable.
It's a pilot, actually. It was the red. Never mind.
No, it's fine.
Yep. So
It's fine.
A brand of pizza.
DiGiorno?
Yes.
Okay, well.
Or a British landowner.
Ooh, there's a good one. All right, so
Right?
welcome.
Or a wasteland.
Oh, boy. All right, welcome to the episode,
God.
everybody. As you are aware, we are doing this whole storytelling thing. So there are 4 storytellers this evening because Meynerhd is back for this episode. So it will be myself, Sarge, Jesse, and Meynerhd telling you stories. And Matt will have to figure out which one of us is the brain and which of us are the assholes. There are no points for this. There's no points for creativity. And it's just kind of for our own amusement. So let's get started. Because of the guest host on the show again tonight, we decided that we wanted to do Stupid Ways People Died, also known as the Darwin Awards. We have not thought ahead of time of how we're going to pick the first speaker. So let's do virtual rock, paper, scissors and just see where it comes up.
How is this going to work? This is going to be a travesty.
Okay, or we can go by penis length.
So Matt goes last because it's inverted.
Scottish, so.
Right, well, I don't...
Let's all type our numbers into the chat, and then we'll decide.
All right, listen, we can't all be 18 inches, all right? Somebody needs to take one for the team.
Let's go with the last time you had a finger in your asshole. Doctor or otherwise.
I'm too young for it to have ever been a doctor.
Well, looks like I'm going first.
Sarge, we need to have now a conversation.
I lost.
Timeline.
Look, I needed a roll of quarters. It happened.
Oh boy, the things you do for crack.
Oh man,
I'm actually just going to pick at random, so why don't we start off with Jesse's stupid death?
My stupid death.
Hold on. Let's clarify before we start. Matt,
Okay.
These are we're sticking to the rules of the Darwin Awards. So one of us is going to tell you about an actual Darwin Award winner.
Okay.
Don't
All right,
research it.
Yeah.
I'm not researching it.
I heard some typing in the background.
I'll get your little clicks going.
No, I'm honestly just going on my Spotify.
You know what he's honestly doing is watching porn.
What are you watching?
And I will not tell him.
He's watching an
Maybe
alternative.
I can see through my binoculars anyway.
His mainoculars.
His mainoculars.
Matt's watching. He's watching an alternative history, historic docudrama. It's called Daniel
alt porn.
Does Dallas.
Is that going to be a term now? Alt porn?
That's been a term for a while. It means girls with tattoos.
It's basically when a guy's. It's basically when a guy's like with a Hitler haircut's jacking off, and then some dude in a hood punches him in the face.
No, I'm not kidding. It literally is tattooed girls.
The greatest punch ever. Period.
It was so good. I'm so happy someone added sonic rings to it. It's the best one.
All right. Sorry.
So Jesse.
Tangent.
Okay, so mine I picked from 1985. It is actually a 2-for-1. So I didn't know there weren't points. It is from 1985 in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It was two girls named Ashley and Ashlyn DiStefano.
Wow.
Now,
Wait, are they twins?
No, not even twins. Just uncreative parents.
Were they Italian?
I mean,
It was New Jersey.
DiStefano, my
It was
friend.
New Jersey.
DiStefano, Atlantic City. What do you want from me?
Fair enough.
But being Atlantic City in the 80s, the big thing of the day was they had just started tanning. So these two girls, being Atlantic City trash, decided to go to the cheapest tanning salon, and they would spend all day there. They figured that would make up for not spending very much to go to a good place. Now, the place they were at was so run down that when they got there, they had a constant warning sign like, do not put anything on the shelves, because the walls were falling apart. But these two dopes would load up all the time. You know those 1980s fucking boom boxes that you had?
Oh, yeah, I did have...
The size of those things?
I still have one. I don't use it, but I still have it because it's nostalgia. I want my kids... You know how like people want their kids to go get a job when they turn 16? When my kids want to listen to music, I want them to have to carry that fucking thing on their shoulder.
Yeah, you want to get a good shoulder
they
workout
appreciate
while you're
the song.
jamming out. Well, they had one of those, and since they planned on spending all day there, they each brought a gallon of water, which is not an intelligent thing. Like, if you need a gallon, just stop tanning so goddamn much. So, the room was really, really small. So when they got in, they put all their shit on the shelves, and then they both got into the tanning beds. Now, dope number 1 and dope number 2, not listening to the warnings, the shelf gave way, which wedged both doors shut, and since they brought so much goddamn water, it shorted out the tanning bed and began increasing the heat. 1980s, they didn't have a lot of safety on their equipment. So as the heat's going up, the two girls start freaking out.
Machines that are known to cause cancer didn't have safety shutoffs?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's insane.
Yeah, but that was also
you have an entire. It was also the time when cocaine was just like, do it all day and make stuff. Like, products were killing people at an alarming rate in the 80s because no one was paying attention.
Well, it didn't help that they were listening to the electric slide.
No, yeah, and in those massive boom boxes, they didn't have the decibel thing, so no one could hear them yelling from inside the tanning booths. But it wasn't them getting cooked that actually killed them. It was them freaking out from being heated up so much, they started kicking and freaking out, and they broke the glass on the inside of the tanning booth.
Oh, man.
When they did that, they not only exposed the bulbs, but they broke a bunch of the electric equipment. And remember how much hairspray was used in the 80s? And tanning oil? So they basically turned into human Molotov cocktails.
Well, they were probably a little bit of confetti, too, because of the fucking broken fluorescence.
Yeah, that is like the worst way to go. First you're getting cooked, then you have glass all over you, then you're on fire, and you're stuck basically in a space smaller than a coffin.
Holy shit.
So, yeah, all because you wouldn't listen to them and you wanted to load up a shelf with all of your things. And also, hairspray in the 80s.
Oh, God, yeah. Teased bangs like you fucking read about.
I wish they'd bring back 80s haircuts.
However,
oh, yeah.
First crush, Tiffany.
Amber Thiessen?
No. Tiffany, the redheaded chick who did the I Think We're Alone Now.
I thought that was Debbie Gibson.
No, Debbie Gibson did... That's Daniel Gibson.
Oh,
it was Daniel
right.
Gibson. No, Tiffany did I Think We're Alone Now. In fact, obscure pop culture reference, Giovanni Ribisi danced to that in both Ted 1 and Ted 2.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I love those movies.
Watching him dance is incredible.
All right, so that's Jesse's story.
Matt, any questions?
No, he explained it pretty thoroughly.
Why are you
gross,
whispering?
But, oh, sorry.
He's taking it all in. The thought of being cooked alive is not a settling one.
Wouldn't be the first time Matt took it all in.
Well, he did start at the show by telling us his penis was inverted, so... all right, so... all right, well, I guess if there's no other questions, how
Without further ado,
How about we go with Sarge? You're up next.
All right. My story is a little bit more, just a tiny bit more recent. It takes place in Sierra Leone in the heady days of 1997. I believe Chumbawamba was just getting ready to put out their greatest hit.
That's a peaceful part of the world.
Brace for it. Get ready.
Everyone has that album. Everyone got rid of it by 1998.
Tub Thumping was a great song.
It was a great song. Unfortunately, everything else he did was terrible.
I get knocked down and I don't get up again.
No.
That's just usually what his dates say. Don't worry about him.
Quiet.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Okay, so this guy had the greatest name. This is the whole reason I picked this guy, because he had the fucking best name. I don't know why, but in like certain African countries, they like to use American words that like really don't fit, but they use them as a name anyway. This guy's name was John Goodluck Okembe. So, guys, this is the whole reason I picked this. So, John Goodluck Okembe was 23 at the time, and he was a strong follower of Jesus Christ, because Christianity was very big in the village that he grew up in, and the missionaries had not only taught them the most boring way to have sex, but also taught them all about their faith. So John Goodluck Okembe decided that he wanted to follow in the footsteps of Christ. So he went to the local church, and he spoke with the pastor, and the pastor infused him with faith and told him that anything was possible.
I'm so hyped right now. Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
With the power of Christ. So John...
Is that like shaky hand head smack thing they do?
I think that's called Ebola, and no, I don't
when they
believe
just like smack you in the forehead and they're like, you can walk now.
No, that's a healer. That's a healer. So he went to the Reverend. His name was Reverend, and it's Nkgong. So I don't know how to pronounce Nkgong, I guess. Anyway, so the Reverend had convinced John Goodluck Okembe that he could be crucified and brought back from the dead 3 days later. So they went out into the bush, crafted a giant cross, and nailed this fucking moron to the cross. Then they raised him up into the air and stabbed him in the ribs with spears, because why the fuck not at that point? So John died, naturally, like you do. They took him down and prayed over his fucking corpse for 4 fucking months. You would think after like...
It sounds like a community Darwin award is going on here.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. John's the only one John took home the prize for being the dumbest. You'd think after a week, though, of his body withering away in the hot Sierra Leone sun, that they're like, you know what? I don't think he's going to make it.
I'd think that on day 4.
4 goddamn months.
Good God.
And the way that they what they believed is that if they just kept putting water on him while they prayed, it would stop the mummification process. It did not work. Long story short, John never made it back, weirdly enough, and we have a Darwin Award winner.
God, that must have smelled.
Right? It's fucking Africa in the sun, and you're covering a dead corpse with water. That can't bode well. So yeah, he didn't make it.
I guess they kind of like steamed him.
They marinated him in his own juices.
Was he wrinkly?
I mean, in that climate, they could have jerked him.
I don't know. I mean, I wish there was a picture. There's no picture. I would have sent it to the group.
All right, Matthew, Victor. Do you guys have any questions about that one?
No. Did he call himself the Messiah?
No.
Before it happened to him?
So that's the important thing to remember, is that he didn't fancy himself as Christ. He just believed that if he believed enough in Christ, he would be resurrected. But the thing is, even if that flawed logic made sense, he was dead. So once you die, you stop believing because your shit don't work.
All right.
And my favorite part is his middle name.
John Goodluck?
Okembe.
Kiembe?
Okembe.
Okembe.
Okembe. Okembe.
Don't Google it.
No, I'm not Googling it, I swear.
Well, if it's between me and Maynard, I'm really interested to hear what Maynard has to come up with, to be honest. So why don't you go first?
I am too.
Well,
is Ned Beatty still alive?
Like, is he? And
I don't think so. I don't think he made it.
Like a lot of stories I've heard in my day. This one starts and ends with a 20-year-old woman on a mattress.
Oh no!
A king-size mattress.
Oh no!
Oh man!
So
is she tied up?
We'll get to it. She probably wishes she was, to be honest, because 20-year-old Sydney Zelaya Gonzalez was on her way to work with her 41-year-old coworker in a company van. And I should mention that the 41-year-old coworker did not have a driver's license. And they were driving to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. The story took place in Virginia, Culpeper, Virginia. And they happened to spot a king-size mattress on the side of the road. And for some godforsaken reason, they wanted to take the mattress with them. I don't know if they were tired. I don't know if they...
Because bed bugs are fun to scratch.
I don't know if what they planned on where they worked or where they were planning on putting the mattress for the whole 8 hours.
And it was an excuse for him to say, "Oh, this wart here on my penis wasn't from sex."
Yeah, exactly. So
can you get herpes from a mattress?
No, we're talking about bed bugs.
So you got herpes from bed bugs?
No, we're talking about like.
So they spot the mattress and they're like, all right, we're driving this company van. Let's just put it on the top. And they're like, well, how the hell are we going to keep the mattress on it? It's like, we don't have any rope or anything. So 20-year-old Sydney decides that she weighs enough to get on top of the van and just lie on top of the mattress, and her weight will hold it down while the van drives to work.
I feel like this isn't the first time that she has A, been in a van, and B, laid on top of a mattress near a van.
No, this is, maybe she saw Teen Wolf and, Styles can do it, stand on the van. I can lie on it, right? So.
That's such an awesome, cheesy movie.
It's a guy with his dick out in the end.
Did you just call it cheesy?
That's a real, that's a real story. It's based on a true story.
Yeah, I know.
Teen Wolf, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a guy with his dick out and stands in the end.
So the van...
It's out there for everyone to see.
The van starts to drive, and with predictable results, both fall off and only one bounces back. So 20-year-old Sydney is now 6 feet under, and her accomplice, who was named Norma, actually, who lived on Friendship Way. Believe that. Not a good friend because
terrible friend.
They were co-workers, so I guess they weren't friends, they weren't related. That was after the fact. But she got in trouble for driving without a license and killing her co-worker.
I feel like
I just want there to be a freeze frame the second she flew off the car, and it to play the Golden Girls music. Just thank you for being a friend, and then back to full speed as her head hits the pavement.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so
it's the alternative ending to Thelma and Louise.
Sorry, Sydney. You definitely probably wish you had some rope or something like that, but you didn't.
I was wondering why you said that. She probably wish she did.
Yes.
I want to know, though, did they keep the mattress?
The police report did not list this.
Damn it.
Just listed blunt force trauma off the top of a van as the cause of death.
I hate unsolved mysteries.
The roommate probably tried to negotiate for it, just like, come on, officer, that's a perfect kind of stained mattress.
It's a Tempur-Pedic, you asshole.
I swear it's gently used.
She had to have been like, "Oh, it's a pillow top. We're not passing this up."
It was only used for meth heads, not heroin addicts.
I'll get sheets.
Oh, man. Oh, that was so good.
Oh, boy.
I don't have any questions. That was really entertaining, short but sweet. Jordan.
All right, then. So it's left to me. And in true Jordan fashion, I picked a story about a firearm.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
So,
Unsurprised.
Is all your like sex terms to your wife all just with like gunshots? But like, hey, I'm loading up, honey.
Go in the bedroom and get me the gun oil.
Hey, look, I'm in my camouflage pants.
Give me a second while I get this out of the safe.
Shit, I forgot the combination.
It's a 10-digit code.
111111. Damn it. 111112.
Oh.
All right.
69.
I would have sprung for the one with the fingerprint reader, but your wrists get tired.
Just slowly squeeze the trigger until the bullet surprises you.
Well, so oddly enough,
if Jordan's
Starts
wife
playing
catches
Kisses
you,
Love Gun.
Jordan, if your wife catches you masturbating, do you just go, "Oh, I was just cleaning it and it went off"?
oddly enough, that's how I got her pregnant. So yeah, that's not.
Oh, man. Why did she lay in the
it was a
sheets afterwards?
misfire.
I'm confused.
It was a. Never mind. It was a negligent. It was a negligent discharge on my
fire.
part.
She's wringing out your special towel.
No. It's a negligent discharge on my part. So,
Must you also wear safety goggles?
it's ironic actually that you guys would joke about this in the bedroom because this story involves gunplay in the bedroom. Yep.
Oh, no.
Yep. And
brings a whole new meaning to the term trigger squeeze.
And if you guys remember from a lot of our What the Hell Americas, there's one state in particular that seems to
Florida.
be pretty fucked up.
Just one?
Ohio.
Wisconsin.
See?
Serial
okay.
killer
See,
central.
I said this last episode. Everything bad starts in Wisconsin.
So,
Home of
a
Wiz
Wisconsin man
Except for cheese.
and his
This is true.
Apart from poutine.
a Wisconsin man and his wife liked to spice things up in the bedroom with gunplay. And so this man would usually have her put an unloaded gun right next to his scrotum and would tell her to
Preloaded.
pull the trigger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't like this already.
You're going to like it even less.
My legs are crossed right now.
So she would pull different guns out of their safe
Gun
and lay the unloaded gun next to his scrotum and pull the trigger before they would, get into the throes of lovemaking.
Oh.
Sometimes she would place it in orifices. Sometimes she wouldn't. It's just how they did it. On this one,
That takes a lot of cleaning.
this-
It's going to get sticky.
I've seen a lot of stuff, but I draw
Gives
the
a
line
new-
there.
gives a new definition to the word gun nut.
so on this one particular occasion, this Wisconsin man and his wife were having a party, and he was feeling a little frisky, and they ran to the bedroom, and instead of just getting a quickie, getting in, getting off, getting out, he decided he wanted to have some gunplay. And the wife grabbed a shotgun and placed it right up next to his scrotum.
Ah,
And-
twinging.
Oh, no.
And a live round of double-aught buck went through the man's scrotum into his body and killed him.
Oh, and now the whole house is
The
pregnant.
guests, the guests at the party come running,
She wanted to
and they
bust a nut.
find the woman unclothed and the man half open from the double-aught buck round, lying on the bed. And
Oh,
What is wrong with this?
yeah, right? So
killed by balls
yeah,
to the balls.
yep. So this woman unknowingly let off a live shotgun round into her husband's scrotum because she was in a rush to get back to her party.
Was the local headline busted a nut?
So that man died due to his own sexual weirdness. It's kind of like autoerotic asphyxiation, except for not even close.
He didn't get off. Well, he did literally get off all over the bed.
Man, the newspaper headline was
Guts and all.
"Man's first and last time having a load blown in his face."
First time woman ever blows a load.
Oh. It's
Yep.
sticky. It's
So
all sticky.
that is my story.
Did they happen to ship the mattress to Virginia by any chance? Have it on the side of the road?
It's possible. I mean,
worst
Virginia is
facial.
basically just a large trash barrel anyway. There's no littering there. You just throw your trash off the side of the road and it's good to go. There's Native Americans that pick it up and cry or something. There was a commercial once. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I saw.
The crying Native American. Like, don't worry, we'll pick it up. No, I remember that. All right, Matt. Any questions?
No, that was an interesting story.
So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go to break.
I think
and then
we'll go to
come
break
back?
and come back and see what Matt's reasoning is.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to this podcast. If you're looking to support this podcast and this network, visit shopgear.com. That's shopgere.com. It will take you right to amazon.com to your Amazon account, and you can do all of your Amazon shopping. The difference is using our link versus going to Amazon's link is that you are telling Amazon that Gear Network referred you, and they end up giving us a small percentage of your purchase, which helps out this program and this network entirely. And of course, if Amazon's not your thing, it's understandable. On gearnetwork.com, G-E-R-E network.com, if you click on the top bar that says donate to Gear, there's several different PayPal buttons. You can donate to us as well if Amazon isn't your thing. Your support is vital to helping the Gear Network maintain this programming, this quality programming, and continuing our growth through the year. As always, thank you very much for your support and your listens and your downloads and your likes and your shares from all of us here at the Gear Radio Network.
Ooh, welcome back to the show. I want to get some housekeeping out of the way. We can be found on Twitter at Musing Podcast. I am at Muse Knuckle. Sarge is at Bastard Prophet. Matt is at Eclectic Taste. And Jesse is sadly still the Jesse Miles.
It's a great Twitter name.
And Maynard, his Twitter handle is
At Meynerh. Sorry, I can't even spell my own name. It's Meynerhd. So I'm M-E-Y, May, nerd like a nerd, but with an HD at the end.
Did you guys all get that?
at Meynerhd.
N-E-R-H-D, you got it.
You had some interesting parents, Maynard.
And that's a family name, right?
They're all family names.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for all these years of not being able to spell my own name, but here I am.
And if you want to go to Maynard's sex shop, just drive down the darkest, filthiest street in Providence. You'll find it.
You can't talk about Federal Hill like that.
There's some good food on the hill.
But let me ask you, Maynard, did Buddy Cianci ever come in?
Yeah, I mean, of course he did.
He's not at liberty to discuss.
I mean, I think the real question is how often did he come in?
Okay, we are also on Facebook at www.facebook.com/misguided musings, and we are on our website www.misguidedmusings.com. Please like, subscribe, share, and follow us on all forms of social media and on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever else.
And why not give us a fucking review on iTunes, you fucks?
If you review the podcast, that's good for us.
Yeah, it helps us out. People listen to the show more. And, maybe I won't be on Twitter whoring myself out for likes.
Listen.
You enjoy whoring yourself
if
out
I could
for
just,
likes.
I mean...
Hey, I just got 50 retweets on a tweet about a vacuum cleaner, so I'm living pretty right now.
Can we limit it to
constant validation,
positive reviews on I really don't want to.
No, give us negative ones too. Fuck it. Who cares?
All right, if you're
Jordan,
gonna have
you
the
were
negative
gonna-
ones, could you just send them to @the_Jesse_Miles on on Twitter? That would be. He handles all the negative reviews.
I would prefer great show. Jesse has a shitty Twitter handle.
Yes, absolutely. If any of you could just.
Except Jesse doesn't call his tweets. He calls them hacks.
Oh no!
Sorry, I had to go there.
Oh, Jesse Miles from a punchline.
God, that was even worse, Jordan.
That was good, Jordan. That was good.
Oh boy! All right.
Oh man!
But you can also see Jesse at Kwan's Kitchen, February 24th in Hanover, Massachusetts.
Thank you very much.
All right, Matt.
All right. So back to the episode.
I just have one question, Jesse. When you're at these comedy shows and people are eating, do you ever make comments?
No, I don't. There's not a lot of fun things you can do about people's plates.
I figured it would be good to be like a comedian, just be like, oh, that looks good. Can I have a bit of that? Just walk up and just take. I don't know.
Jesse's sitting there, he's like, hey, have you ever had dog before? You're about to.
Be an uncomfortable show.
Yes, you know what my dream for you is? I want to turn on that. There's a YouTube channel that I like to watch called. I can't remember the name of the channel, but the name of the show is called Hot Ones, and it's just guys that interviews comedians.
I know Hot Ones.
My dream is for you to be on that show.
I would love to do Hot Ones because I am not good with spicy food.
It would be so funny, right?
Oh yeah.
I just watched one with Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer.
Kreischer. I'm sorry, Kreischer. So fucking funny. That guy's hilarious. The machine.
There's not one person on the show that can pronounce the last name right.
But no, we were a shitty group of people when it comes to pronunciation.
I did it right.
Is it enunciation or pronunciation?
Enunciation.
Oh no.
You didn't enunciate the pronunciation properly.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? Let's just go back to Matt.
College.
Victor. Thank you. Okay, so I've listened to your stories.
Fucking tool.
It is a pretentious name. Victor Meynerhd. Okay, so I'm gonna, as I said, during the break, there was one story that sounded a lot like a movie, and Jesse's story about the sisters from New Jersey that died in the tanning bed. That sounds a lot like Final Destination. Is that true? Did you take?
We can't. So the thing is, we can't reveal to the end.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to eliminate Jesse's story because of that. The other ones were really hard.
That's what she said.
Just like me.
Although Christian, and your story, you said that the character Jonathan Goodluck,
Okembe.
Jonathan Goodluck, I believe he was the president of Nigeria during
a lot of the
Boko
times
Haram.
people in Nigeria name.
Absolutely, yeah, they have. So, in your story, I mean, it sounds like it might have been like a skit or something like that, and maybe you just put it in like a poor country. So I'm going to say that yours is, I'm going to say you're an asshole.
Okay.
So...
That was kind of harsh. He's a good guy.
Jesse's like,
no, he
Jesse's
is, but that's what
fake.
we're supposed to
You're
say. Jesse's an asshole. I forgot to call him an asshole. And I'm an asshole, but not
all right.
I'll take my asshole title. I'll be fine with it.
I'm sure you take your asshole, Rare.
Did you say your own
Not
name,
what
by
I
the
said
way?
at all.
You literally just outed yourself. I just want you to know that.
I'm on Jim Beam and Bourbon number 4, so yep.
All right.
That's a pint glass, Jim Beam Bourbon number 4.
Yeah, I did rock the tall boy tonight.
So Jordan and Meynerhd, both great stories. The great descriptions. Short as well, which I liked. Not that the other guys were long stories, but Jordan, I thought your story was great, and you both almost had like punchlines, although other people set it up. Meynerhd, your story sounds true. I mean, just because I could picture somebody doing that in like Alston during like Alston Christmas. And Jordan, yours as well, because I could just sense like a couple from Wisconsin. They were literally, gun nuts.
You see what you did there?
Oh.
Pun intended.
But I feel like I
There
would
can
have
only
heard
be
that
one
story.
Highlander.
Jordan, I feel like I would have heard that story. I don't know why, just because like it would have been online. Maynard's story sounds like I've heard it before. So I'm going to say Maynard. I'm going to say, Jordan, you're an asshole, and Maynard is the brain.
I just want you to know that
Okay.
my story is mostly true.
Okay. It sounded
The
realistic.
guy never died. His testicles were just shot off.
That's even worse.
And
that was the other thing too. The positioning of the shotgun and the nuts. Unless she kind of
a double-out buck round is
yeah.
going to go all the way up into the guy's chest from there. But anyway, yeah, my story was mostly true, but you actually nailed it. Maynard was the brain this episode.
Yep. Wow.
I'm terrible.
I chose the name Di Stefano based off Destination. Final Destination.
I'm glad I got that. Yes.
So, Matt, my story was 50% true.
Oh, wow.
There was a person who really did kill themselves because they thought they would be resurrected. It was in Russia, but since my last story was in Russia, I knew that that was going to be a hard one to play off of. So, yeah.
If we did this last night, I mean, you might have been in.
Yep. You got it, man. You got it.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked that you nailed that one because I purposely took a real story and lied into it just to see if I could trick you.
It was hard. I mean, the only thing was when I heard Jesse's, I was like, all right, I'll wait to hear everyone else's, but I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Final Destination. I didn't pick up the Distef, the last name though.
Yeah.
Was it Distefano?
Di Stefano.
Di Stefano.
Yeah.
Like the comedian Michael.
Yep, that's exactly like my.
Well, so if I could just briefly go over the standings real quick.
Just come up with that name, Good Luck Jonathan, or Jonathan Good Luck?
Completely fucking made it up, yeah.
Okay. And you did take it from the
so
Boko Haram?
I knew that the name was popular in that area. It obviously wasn't Sierra Leone. It was, I knew it was Nigeria, but I just figured, we're from the United States, so most people don't know geography anyway.
No, that's true.
But Matt is from the UK, where they are taught maps.
That's true. They do know maps. They just don't know dentists.
No, that's very true.
So, I am going to briefly go over the standings of our game so far.
The whole 6-month cleaning, I thought it was every decade you go for a cleaning. All right, you sound like this, you got a teeth, man.
And that's why Matt's got summer teeth. Some are yellow, some are brown, some are gone.
Did Cheeto piss on your teeth?
So through this week's episode, I am 1-0. Sarge is 1-0. Matt is 1-1, and Jesse's 1-1, and Maynard is lonely at the bottom of our standings with 0-1.
Womp womp.
So that leaves Matt to pick the next fool.
Okay. So the next fool is going to be you, Jordan.
Fantastic. That means I can edit this episode and not have to think about another one for like a week and a half. It's good on me. All right, guys, let's do some pleasantries and whatnot before we close out the episode. Obviously, the inauguration just happened, so there's like
greatest inauguration ever. Period. Just happened.
Oh, it's history.
And then the greatest period ever happened the next day.
Quoted a great Christopher Nolan movie.
Do you? Everybody missed that.
No,
How
I
did
picked it
everyone
up. I was
miss that?
actually I picked it up.
That's great. It starts with a nerd.
Sorry, it's just every time I hear inauguration, that ringtone comes up. I don't know what it is. Sorry.
You got to talk to Siri.
So,
stop it.
So, do you think their periods actually synced up on this one? They're just blood in the streets.
We're gonna know in 30 days. That's for sure.
I know.
That's where the Smiths came up with that song. Panic on the streets of London.
It reminds me of that scene in Star Wars where Obi-Wan Kenobi is like, I feel like Millions of people cried out.
There's a reason they all left their signs in the middle of the street, is they had to rush to the convenience stores to grab a refill.
You know, we joke about it.
Did Trump
We
bomb
joke
a
about
Campbell
it,
soup factory?
But I do think it was actually pretty amazing.
I gotta
that
be
all those
honest.
women got together and do it. And not only did that happen, but I'm also really impressed that the only violence experienced was by a neo-Nazi.
Yes, right. And I got to be honest.
Right in the face.
An amazing turnout of that march. You know, and yes, we do joke about it, but it's all tongue in cheek because that's something. What? What'd I say? I don't know.
Lick of the lips.
I didn't. What's the matter?
He didn't even plan it.
No. It's all tongue in cheek.
Right, Jordan. I totally agree with you.
I mean, they literally outplanned the Trump administration. I mean, they got more people to show up worldwide to march through their respective cities than Trump got to show up for his inauguration. So that's pretty cool.
It was pretty amazing.
And then, as retribution, Trump puts a gag order on talking about abortion.
Yeah, only in countries that are like, you know, outside the U.S. and, you know, whatever. I'm not going to get into it.
He doesn't want to be the only one with an unwanted kid.
Can I just give one piece of advice to the men in the world, though?
You had to go there.
If you're going to attend a woman's march,
and say which one.
It's going to be women talking about their rights and how they're kind of marginalized and poorly treated throughout the world, maybe don't refer to the sitting president as a whiny little bitch, because I feel like that really insults the women more than the president. Just me. Just my thoughts.
Also, if you're a man attending a women's march, and you're really hoping...
Don't hold up a sign saying the president's a cunt, because some people
Again,
are
that's
nearsighted.
a thing that women probably aren't going to really look kindly on.
It's a term of endearment in some places.
Yeah, no, I think, though, you're missing the point here, and maybe if you're a man attending one of these things, don't plan on going home with a woman afterwards.
You are not going to do well.
Yeah, no.
You are not going to do well.
If you went for brownie points because you want to show how in touch you are with your inner person, maybe just let's skip going to the bar
That's
afterwards.
a slow burn. That's the long con. You really need to get the phone numbers, call later.
Right.
You don't get a free base for empathy on that one.
If you're a woman, though, it's probably happening that night.
Oh yeah, no. If you're a woman and you wanna feel empowered, good for you. Good for you.
All right. Hey, quick little heads up. Me and Meynerhd are going to see a couple of shows coming up. The first show we're going to see is
this Stockholm Syndrome?
No, me and Meynerhd are bros. It's Leonard. Lawrence. Sorry, Lawrence. Larry.
Where's Larry?
He just got out of lockup.
Oh.
His
Apparently
case was continued without finding.
Slapped someone in the face with a dildo on Halloween, but there was a second person around, but we still can't find them for whatever
The
reason.
thing is, the audio is on Larry's phone, so we don't really know what happened.
He tweeted out a selfie of him with cornrows. It was weird.
So, I don't know. Maybe we'll hear from Larry next episode. But long story short, me and Meynerhd, we're going to see a couple of shows coming up. The first show we're going to go see, Meynerhd, I can't remember the name of the band for the life of me.
You were close. It's Life of Agony.
Life of Agony. God damn it. Life of Agony. So I hear they're a really amazing band. They've got a huge following. I'm excited to see it. We'll give a review after we see it. And then later on, I believe it's in April, we're going to see Eagles of Death Metal in Mastodon.
Yes.
So it's going to be a pretty fucking epic show there, too. We'll make sure we take plenty of pictures. Who knows? We might even get some audio from that show. We'll see what's up. Maybe interview a couple of fans. But anyway, very exciting spring coming up. And then in the summertime, I'm going to see fucking Iron Maiden. So I'm pretty excited about that. Iron Maiden with Ghost opening for him. So that's going to be an amazing show,
You know what this was?
too.
This was just a lot of, listen to how great I am.
No. This was... listen to how poor I am because I'm buying all these concert tickets.
I don't think buying a lot of things makes you poor. It's not a...
Well, it does eventually, yeah. If
I'm not
you
getting the
continue to buy
correlation.
things, it does make you poor, in fact.
Well, that's just bad decision making. Makes you poor.
I'm all about life experiences, bro.
Anyway, Jesse, what do you have coming up for shows before we move on with pleasantries?
Okay.
I mean, I obviously plugged Quan's Kitchen, February 24th, Hanover.
Wednesday, February 15th, I am at the Comedy Studio again in Harvard Square, and the Kwan's Kitchen date is February 25th, the Saturday.
Oh, okay. So February 25th. And I'm going to say it one more time so I can cut it out and put it in earlier. But you can see Jesse February 25th at Kwan's Kitchen in Hanover.
Jordan, I also have a show. I have a show in Harvard Square. It's going to be The Rise and Fall of Matt Paul by Victor Meldrum. It's an interpretation of David Bowie's Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust.
Matt, Victor.
No, you're confusing
Sarge.
Matthew Victor. It's not a show if you just poop in a 5-gallon paint bucket.
It's not?
No.
I mean, some people
It's the youngest
some
Trump
people consider
child.
I
that
get
art,
ripped
okay?
It's the youngest Trump child.
All right. A couple of shout-outs to some fans that have reached out to me. Actually, just one fan, but it was multiple times.
Do you think Trump just pees like on people himself sometimes, or is he just the PE?
Do you think like when he's in the shower and he pees, he gets a boner?
Well,
I think he was just listing his his favorite book, I Pee Freely, The Yellow River.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was really bad, Matt. You're better to off the cuff stuff.
Again,
You're better than that.
Again, we're ending Matt. I'm going to be Victor.
It's never going to catch on.
Matt.
It's never going to catch on.
I'm going to have to say silly, stupid things. It's part of the character.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We appreciate the silly, stupid things. In fact, I think that's what we've built ourselves on, is silly, stupid. So
that's kind of the show. I mean, the whole thing we're doing here is just poo jokes, cumsies jokes.
We are the golden imbeciles.
I think so. I think that's a fair assessment.
There's been a lot of lack. There's a lot of lack of penis jokes going on lately.
That's okay.
More of a discharge.
Sticky and enjoyable.
That's an uncomfortable word when you really get down to the root of it. Discharge. It's like it's like a catch-all for different bodily functions, and I don't know. It's like the word moist.
It's like a very theatrical.
Women love that word.
Honey, I just discharged. Oops.
Wait, which word do you love? Discharge or moist?
I always bring that up when there's an error on my bill. You guys need to remove discharge.
Oh, oh boy. How are those dad jokes working out for you, bro?
It's been a while. It made me feel good.
All right, well, I just fucking give up.
No, you still have a shout-out that you have to get to.
I do have to give us a shout-out. It's actually somebody that I have been fucking with for quite a while now under a bunch of different Twitter handles. People have been allowing me to post, and this guy has blocked me from every single one. So,
keep trolling.
The shout-outs are fairly negative shout-outs, but shout-outs nonetheless. Latest one was... I know it's not as exciting as what your mom taught that goat, but it pays the bills. He is at FUCK Theory, so at Fuck Theory, on Twitter. If you get a minute, please at him, because most recently... hold on.
It's only a theory till you can prove it's something people really do.
Fuck.
That just got really deep, actually.
Hold on, this guy
He probably doesn't even know what theory means. He probably thinks it's Siri's husband.
He had a great tweet, and it kind of started the whole process for me. It was something like, I just taught class and was up all night writing, so please don't at me. Like he's some kind of fucking majestic eagle, and not just a piece of shit who probably teaches at, remedial reading. But anyway, please, if you get a chance, he doesn't like to be added, so please at him. His name is at Fuck Theory, and he is a giant douchebag.
I mean, he has a lot of followers.
At him. He has 13,000 followers,
and he's lot of
I don't think that they know who he is, though. So please troll him and make his life a living hell, because I can't anymore. I'm blocked.
He doesn't really get the whole Twitter thing. Acquire the followers and get upset with them because they reply at you.
Yeah,
is it FT?
Oh,
FT.
Matt, come on.
It's at Fuck Theory. His name is FT. Please destroy him.
Matt, I'm gonna bounce you. I'm gonna hold on.
All right, we're
Matt.
gonna end the show anyway. Don't bounce him. We'll just listen to his robot talk.
No, but it's so annoying.
All right, I love you.
00111.
See, that's how you make good use of it.
Oh man,
He literally sounds like
Better, faster, healthier.
he sounds like Princess Leia as a bounty hunter.
Matt, say goodbye from Stephen Hawking.
Goodbye, cunts.
That wasn't
All right.
Wasn't as good.
Well,
I like Robot.
so long,
Matt better.
folks.
Yep, thank you for joining us.
welcome, and we're sorry.
No. I still have to do the thing. I still have to do the thing. Thank you for joining us on this episode. We appreciate you guys all listening. Please subscribe to the show on Twitter and on Google Play and wherever else you listen to podcasts. Follow us on Twitter at Musing Podcast. I'm at Muse Knuckles. Sarge is at Bastard Prophet. Matt is at Eclectic Taste. Maynard is at Meynerhd. And Jesse is a douche. Thank you, and
Jesse Michaels.
thank you, and go ahead, Jesse.
You're welcome, and we're sorry.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.